Now that you learned about phase one, let's tackle phase two, the apprentice mode. This is when you are becoming an apprentice chef. So you've done enough YouTube recipes, you cook some really amazing food, and you decided that, hey, being a chef is what you love to do. The next stage is when you shift from learning to proving that you can do the work. By this stage, you should have sponged up enough content and knowledge for you to get a pretty good understanding of the product management role. You've read a few books, you've done a few courses, and you've chosen to commit. This is the path that you want to go forward with. And you're ready to validate some of your skills in public and start to learn from someone who can give you the experience and give you the guidance that you need for the fast iteration feedback. And the goal now here is to really show your thinking, build proof that you can do the job and learn, and also get feedback instantly as fast as you can. And that's what going to culinary school is all about. And this stage is about creating visible, real-world signals that you can use on LinkedIn, you can use for networking, such as side projects, product teardowns, experimenting with frameworks, building case studies that demonstrate that you can do it. And in this stage, you can also use the side projects and product teardowns to connect with even more product managers, hiring managers, and directors and VPs. But a common blocker that I see in this stage is, I don't know what I'm building is good enough to share as you connect with people. And I get it. The work that we do, it's often you want to do a good job because like first impression matters, right? I totally get it. But when you're at stage two, the people that are looking at you, they don't expect you to do the job because you're not asking for a job just yet. You're just asking for feedback. So here's the truth. Done is better than perfect. The fact that you got something done that you can use to showcase, to talk about what you've done, what you do, you're already better than 90% of the people that have not done it. So done is better than perfect. You're not providing perfection at this stage. That is when you're interviewing. You're proving potential. That's the keyword. So think of this as being a culinary student in the kitchen. You're learning from a master. You're learning from Gordon Ramsay, who's like shouting at you. You're not trying to build the perfect dish because you're not there yet. But you should really start to think about your own dish and think about, would I serve this to my customers? And coming back into the areas of development here, the 8 areas of development are the same, but from a knowledge perspective, the constraint here is you've done enough surface level learning. You really want to deepen your learning through structural content, some sort of boot camp, some sort of cohort, through product academy, general assembly, maybe product school, but don't worry about certificate part, and really figure out the right role for you. And deepen your knowledge with structured content and cohort, maybe through product academy, through general assembly, through some university courses. There's a lot of providers right now that give product management training. So find the one that fits you the best and just go for it. Everyone's different situation, different budget, different context, different network. Everything is different. So you really have to assess it and figure out the right one for you. But you need to have deeper level of structured learning at this stage. The next thing is you want to start to demonstrate and apply your product thinking in reality, in the real world. So you want to build a Notion page, maybe a site with 1 or 2 case studies, writing a product spec, writing a product strategy, writing a teardown, solving a real product problem. A lot of these courses that are guided will give you this as a homework. Okay? Ask you to come up with the product strategy, come up with the Notion page as a homework anyway. So you'll probably be doing this second part as you go through a structured cohort course. The third thing you want to do, you don't have tangible proof of work and you haven't shipped anything end to end just yet. That's a big constraint that you will have. The way you solve it is you want to build and deliver a real solution. So whether if it's through a test, some sort of concierge MVP where you have a landing page for someone to call you to solve a problem, whatever you need to do, build a solution and then generate some customer and hopefully some revenue along the way. The tools that you'll be using, it's the same tools as mentioned in stage 1, but now you'll be using it in more detail. So tools like Miro, Notion, Figma, etc. All these tools you would learn, and you'll probably pick up some other tools like a business model canvas, the elevator pitch, or the jobs to be done framework, right? So all of these tools you will learn. And as you are building out your structured content through a guided training and you're building a side project, use this time to set up 3 more coffee chats with product people. This could be the 10 people that you've added initially, or this could be even, and ask them for feedback on your product strategy and your ideas. And then once you're done, you want to craft, you've got to start thinking about your PM story now. Why do you want to become a PM? People will ask you this all the time. You want to start crafting and publishing your origin story on your LinkedIn and on your website. And origin story is something that we teach at Product Academy, but it's basically talking about why you want this job in the first place. And the last part is support. You're still doing this alone, but you want to join a structured program, a cohort-based learning experience so you can learn with others. To get out of stage 2, the winning conditions are go from practicing in private to providing in public, to proving in public. So you want to use your side projects, your product strategy to network, start to showcase it in your LinkedIn. The second thing is you're not just learning, you're building real signals to say that, hey, I have the potential to do the work. People that are hiring managers, people that are product managers, they will definitely notice you because you're the only person that actually have gone to them for advice and also taking action based on their advice. They will think it's their advice, but you have the strategy here. And think of this as your MVP launch. You're basically collecting feedback, you're iterating on your product, which is yourself, and then you're trying to put off signals to say that, hey, you're still in beta, but you can do the core functions of a product manager. And as you go through this journey, there's going to be a few impediments, a few creepy thoughts that's going to stop you from doing this. But a few key things to remember. Pick one project at a time. Don't spread yourself too thin and go deep. It's really about quality over quantity at this stage. So the second part is you want to show your thinking, right? You're not planning to showcase, oh, this is a really nice, fancy strategy deck that you put together. You're trying to showcase your thinking, explain the trade-offs, explain the decisions, explain the outcomes. And then you want to tear down all your product spec into a polished case study that you can put into your resume, you can put into your website, or you can publish it on your LinkedIn. And then another impediment thought that will come up, which is like, oh, there's so many tools that I'm using out there. There is, and new tools are always going to come up, but stick to the tools that have been taught into your program. Don't need to be too broad just yet. So learn things like Lean Canvas, RICE, assumption mapping, and those simple tools that you get across in your structured cohort courses. Use that as your first stack for now, and then you can expand into other stacks and other tools in the future. Software tools, there is so many product management tools out there that might confuse you. Stick to the basics like Jira, Notion, Miro, and Google Docs. That's what the real product managers use in the real world. And most importantly is don't do this alone. The people that you join in a cohort learning, these are the people that you'll be going on the journey with. So don't do this alone. This is your apprentice product management group. And it could be different to exploring product management group. People that are still exploring, they might come and go. Now you're into a cohort of friends and people that are also on this journey as you, and that's perfectly fine.